This afternoon, crews are making progress on redeveloping the old Collin Creek Mall in Plano, and this comes after years of delays. Here to tell us why, Dallas Business Journal Collin County reporter Aayush Gupta. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Dia.
I told him I like the shoes, but we're going to get to business. All right, you reported earlier this week construction is finally progressing at the former Collin Creek Mall. What's the latest?
Yes, well, construction recently finished on a new underground parking garage. Construction crews are actually working internally on the mall now to refurbish the retail space for future retail. It doesn't look like we'll have any announcements on any retail tenants for another year or so, but progress is happening. There's a new amenity center expected to open later this month. And there will be a new park and an apartment complex starting construction early next year. Infrastructure is still ongoing towards Highway 75, but there's already 50 homes occupied. So there's a little bit of activity on site as well. When I was there, I saw a few people walking their dogs and such. So you can already see some of the energy and some of the vibrancy they're trying to create.
Well, let's just get to it. What took so long?
Man, there was an $80 million drainage issue that really caused this delay. This issue was pretty large. From what I understand, it was a large creek running through the property that honestly could probably fit a few semi-trucks from what Centurion Development has been telling me. But that was probably the major issue. There's been some other issues stemming from the COVID-19 pandemic. There were design approvals, rezoning approvals that needed to happen. But if you lived in that area, you'll notice that construction really started to pick up in late 2023 towards the back half of the mall on Alma Drive. A lot of it has been focused on residential development, but I think next year you'll start to see other elements of the project really start to take shape.
The images look fantastic. And of course, the construction boom, we've talked about Boomtown here all the time.
Always.
In Collin County. No better example, right? It continues. I see there's another big project making some significant progress as well.
There is. Well, momentum is building for all these projects. One of the examples I'd like to give is the Mix in Frisco, right there on the Dallas North Tollway and Lebanon Road. There was a previous developer who got entangled with some legal trouble. Unfortunately, they had to untie themselves from that development, but they had started construction. So they left this massive pit that over time filled with water. So it's been a major eyesore for people who live in Frisco, but there's been a New York developer that's come in to take over the project. They've started construction to alleviate that, and hopefully it'll turn into a mixed-use development anchored by Frisco's first Whole Foods, which is really exciting.
If y'all send us one more email about that Whole Foods, come on, I'm joking. We love to hear from you. We love you. Aayush, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you so much for having me.